Good evening. This is Melody, and you're listening to Soft Talk with Ivory Road. Tonight's reading is from A Gentle Turn, Autumn's Embrace, when the front moves in. The air changes its mind. A line of wind crosses the horizon, and the world tilts toward a colder song. It begins almost imperceptibly. A single leaf lifts from the ground, spins once, and is gone. The trees respond in whispers, their first conversation with the coming chill. At first, it's only a murmur, a shiver moving across the surface of things. Then the sound gathers, draws itself into shape, a current, a breath made visible. The long grass leans, and the field bows in slow unison, like a congregation caught between reverence and surrender. Dry stems knock together, 1,000 small chimes sounding at once. The low song of the wind begins to rise, weaving itself through fence lines and branches, slipping beneath the eaves, finding every open space and filling it. The world listens, as if waiting for what the air will say next. The light shifts, amber to pewter, blue to steel. The edges of the sky blur, and the clouds build at the far rim of sight, heavy-bellied, layer upon layer of gray and white. They travel quickly, gathering strength as they go, their undersides dark with promise. The scent of the air changes too. It carries dust and cedar, the faint sweetness of turned soil, the metallic taste of cold. Somewhere, a door slams shut. A loose hinge sings once and falls silent. The wind curls around the corners of houses, testing their patience, then moves on, restless, searching. Leaves take flight in wild spirals, their colors still bright but already distant. They move like a flock unsure of direction, swept into eddies that rise and collapse. Each gust carves new patterns through the yard. Gold, rust, ash. The motion is both wild and graceful, the kind of beauty that comes only from letting go. The trees lean, their branches flex and creak. It's not fear that makes them move this way. It's recognition. They know this arrival. They have waited for it all summer. Each gust is an old friend returning, carrying the sound of distant places where autumn has already passed through. The sound of the wind deepens, a long, low tone that fills the space between things. Wires hum. The barn roof shudders. Somewhere in the distance, a single loose shutter claps in uneven rhythm. The world grows vast in moments like this, stretched between motion and stillness, noise, and silence. The first cool breath reaches the skin, a shock, a thrill. It carries the voice of elsewhere, of distant mountains or open plains. Everything in its path responds. The grass bows, the water darkens, even the crows pause mid-air, their wings adjusting to this new weight of sky. You can feel the front arriving, not only in the wind, but in the way the light changes its mind, how the warmth drains from it, how it begins to lean towards silver. A fine dust of leaves crosses the road, skimming along the ground like smoke. The color drains from the afternoon. Shadows lengthen though the sun still stands. It feels like evening arriving early, bringing its silence ahead of time. The wind swells once more, rushing through the trees with a voice like ocean surf. Then, for a moment, Everything stands in that breath. The fields, the fences, the houses with their windows glowing faintly in the dim light. The whole world seems to hold still, caught in the wide, invisible hand of weather. And then as quickly as it came, the front begins to pass. The gusts loosen their grip, the sound thins to a hum, and the light softens again. The air feels rinsed, paler, clearer, alive with the aftertaste of change. What remains is a kind of quiet too large to name. It is not emptiness, it is completion. A pause the world gives itself after remembering its own power. The air that remains is different now, thinner, cleaner, colder. The front has passed, the day exhales, and in that long, slow release you can feel the turning of the earth itself, a movement older than weather, older than words. Thank you for standing in the gust with me tonight, for listening to the wind change its key to the calm, cool air of autumn. Soft Talk by Ivory Road. Breathe deep. The light is still becoming.